So once again, welcome 2022. So nice to see you all in the new year. How are you all doing? Good? Great, Annie
Absolutely
ma'am.
good,
It's a
sir.
big thumbs up. It's nice to see. I hope you all had some good tours, good relax. And Shruti ma'am, you back and all good? Nice, nice, good. All right. So I think, we know that the new year is probably the same thing. It's going online, but it's fresh resolutions, newer goals to look into it. And I thought what we can do is we can just start with something exciting. Ideally, I always say that we are a proper online program, an online school, irrespective. This pandemic, the Omicron is just confirming the wave that the world is going in a different direction. What we need to do as an organization, as individuals, as teachers, we need to create the ambience. We need to create the joy of learning online. Trust me, I was just speaking to Faisal sir. He's in Mumbai, and I was in Kolkata, so we were in different places, but we met each other finally. And what we said that how do I start speaking about it? It's ironical that although to promote the online school, I had to do a lot of road shows. So I was on the road, and ideally I will continue to do that. Go to Bangalore, go to Jaipur, go to Surat, and speak to parents to know what we're doing. You all are my strength. You all are the team that I rely on. It's the idea that we're talking about. Meanwhile, I also thought I'll just share a little bit of who I met. It's always nice to go and see people and see what they're doing. Okay, if I were to ask you just one basic question, what is so unique about our school? What's so different? If there's one thing that you can inform, let me know. Just share thoughts. If somebody were to ask you why Golden Sparrow, why would that be? Yes, Nargis ma'am, what would that be? What's so unique? What do you teach which is different? How do you teach? What is pedagogy that is different? Give me one-liners. Yeah, Prerna ma'am. Go ahead. Just unmute and speak up. Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. The unique thing that I like being a parent that I will look forward for my daughter is the way we interact with the students, each and every student. Not a single student is left out who can go back after class just with a blank notebook and with a blank mind. No, it is just that the way we involve with the kids is simply awesome.
That's so nice. That's wonderful. The relationship, as Aparna ma'am says, as you said, Prerna ma'am, it's the relationship that we're talking about. Okay, this is wonderful. I hope, parents realize the effort that you all are putting in. I know you all are putting, that's amazing. I can see, I was speaking to a very good friend of mine. His son studies in one of the top schools here in Mumbai, astronomical fees. But the point is, he said, I hate the school because of the way they treated it. And then I realized that I don't think any of our parents says the same thing about us. I see that you all are putting efforts to create that joy. What else? Go ahead, someone else. Sukanya ma'am, what's new about our school? I can see a smiling face, but that's a DP.
Highly focused on students' welfare, sir. And
Okay.
proper activities. Yes, we are having proper activities so that they are involved. They are not only studying, sir. You're highlighting on the other aspects of the students also.
Okay, all right. This is nice. So Nargis ma'am says, and I think I hope you recovered, Nargis ma'am. It's
slightly better, sir. Going on, sir. Pushing myself, yes, sir. Inshallah.
I think I'm very proud of all of you that you're putting in the efforts, and Christina ma'am for coordinating with some of your, I think Chanda ma'am's mom's not well, and everyone's coming in and putting an effort together that you are standing up for your team members, and that's how a good school should be. So Kanya ma'am, go ahead. Yes, you raise your hand.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Adding up to Nargis ma'am's thoughts, we are not just focusing on curriculum, but all the other, the mental growth, and along with there is a like to sum up in few liners, like a few one-liners. Firstly, they have the one-to-one approach. We have one-to-one, there are just if we have most number of students in the class, it will not go beyond 20, I guess, not 25. So we have less per number students, we say that the ratio is less, so that helps the students to interact more in detail and compared to offline or anything as such. And also the curriculum the curriculum that we follow is way more better than the offline schools that they conduct. whether it's CBSE or any board. I'm not commenting on
Wow.
any board as
That's
of
one
now.
golden
Yeah.
sparrow teacher out here. But I'm so happy. And I think we believe what we say, isn't it? Sukanya ma'am, you teach life skills. I'm so happy when you say that it's not just the academics, but even the academics, the way it's being taught. You know, it could be Shruti ma'am or Shabana ma'am or Shazia ma'am taking up some of the classes. The language teachers out here from Yoshiko to Nargis ma'am, the ICTs, all of you. In fact, you know, all of you out here. Just not naming you doesn't mean that you're not there. I can see Anubha ma'am smiling. The efforts that you have put in is wonderful, and that is what makes me very proud. And one of my goal of course is to keep meeting you. If it's not, usually we love to meet in physical, and that is what I did. So one thing that I'm personally also very proud of is we are an SDG school, right? These are the goals. The reason why I say that is I want all of you to, even if it's just a fraction, you could be a science teacher and not teaching SDG, but learn these. You don't have to memorize which is 6 and which is 5, but in your goals, when you teach a class, ask them. Let's say, you're talking about technology and say, okay, what are the SDG goals that touch technology? And the student might say that, oh, it is goal number 12, responsible consumption, and we talk about Tesla cars, or it could be goal number 7, affordable and clean energy, which is nothing but solar power that you use, wind power. The idea is, as a school, not only do I want my students to progress and learn, I also want my teachers, all of you, to learn few new things. And this is one thing, and every time I'll add on, it could be a life skill, it could be the science experiments that you did. This is what will make us sustain. You see, the success of an online class is very fickle. Parents' mood is very fickle. Today they like it, tomorrow they want to go physical classes. We need to continuously inform the parents that you are, as Sukanya ma'am said so beautifully, that the effort is nothing less than a physical school. And this is where we will have an edge. See, the students count also is a bread and butter, isn't it? We have students, so we love teaching it. I also started filling in the 10th exams. So finally, the exam fee I've paid for grade 10. We've got 14 students, and there's one special child who's not studying with us, Rudra. But we've got 15 students appearing for the 10th exam through NIS with us. This is like the landmark. This is like the credibility of Golden Sparrow. We're giving fingers crossed. Hopefully, as we grow, we will, see them as the face of the school. Quick pointers. There's some teachers I wanted to meet. And there's one lovely teacher. When I talk SDG, I had to speak about her. So I went all the way to Kalimpong to meet her. And it's nice to meet. I didn't realize that, I've not met her. So who is this lady out there? Everybody knows her, right?
Oh, sir, ma'am.
Fatima ma'am.
Fatima ma'am. Sorry.
Fatima
Yes,
ma'am is in Mumbai.
yes, and what's missing?
Sorry. I got confused with the name.
No, Nargis ma'am, I can understand. This is what is missing. So I'll make those glasses out there. Now you know Fatima ma'am. Yeah, right. Now you know her. It's a beautiful city she lives in. Fatima ma'am is, my daughters were all awed by her. Of course, only complaint I've got is she did not do paragliding with us. But other than that, we ate Maggie and we had fun and we traveled around. It was nice to see her. By the way, there's another good news also. Our own Valentine ma'am has been climbing mountains, right? You know that, right? You saw you saw the picture.
Yes.
You know why is she climbing mountains? Annie ma'am, you should know. You're on the same team, pre-primary. She's been searching for something. She was sure she's been searching for someone special. So finally, on one of the mountain tops, she found her Mr. Perfect. You see that she was looking for this guy. She's like, where is he? And finally, I was so proud that Valentine ma'am found whoever she was looking for. So you can convey that message to her. You can take a screenshot, Christina ma'am, and
I'll
put it in
take
a group.
Screenshot, yeah.
Yes. So it's nice to, pull your legs. It's nice to see the teams. It's nice. Some of you we've just met for a brief time. Some of us have not met at all. Prerna ma'am, Sukanya ma'am, you all are still in the city. Anubhuti ma'am. But hopefully, I just don't want to go through it. But I had some great time traveling across. And sometime I just want to teach you this. The reason I'm running through this is share your experiences. Make your classes very personal. I visited Fatima ma'am and the students know her so well. So I ran through a few things besides the SDG goals I taught them. This is the picture of Kalimpong from the aerial view. So idea is, besides I'm telling them, so went to wonderful places, the idea is tell your students what you did. Be personal with them. Talk about your area. It could be a simple thing like feeding stray dogs in your area. If you're doing that, Annie ma'am, you must go ahead and do that. And I want my pre-primary team to do class 1 and 2. Speak to them also. So we will plan that out. Nargis ma'am, talk to them where you've been to, where you're from. Let them know you as you go ahead. right? So just a few things that I was talking about. So I have a quiz for you. I did the quiz a little bit. Which animal is this? And this is how I teach. So I want to do a case study along with it. Which animal is this? Everyone. Come on.
Is it
This
a
is
polar bear?
okay. I like the
Red
idea.
panda.
Okay. Animal
Red
I'm
panda.
expecting. Red panda. Okay. This is who said red panda? I didn't. That's right. This wonderful. Yeah, okay, all right, this is good. It's a red panda. Yeah. Fatima, you're not allowed to speak, right? This is the same region you belong to. Okay. But what is a red panda? Is it a fox? Is it a bear? Is it what animal is it?
A fox.
Yeah, a fox. Okay. Fatima, you can speak now. It's okay.
It's a bear.
It's a bear. Okay. Remember the panda? How many of you seen Kung Fu Panda? The bear family?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see the tiny guy out there? That is
Yes.
what. Yeah, this is red panda actually, and this is what you're talking about. It's a bear family. It's more like a raccoon though, but it's beautiful. The idea I realize is we need to talk about all the social studies teachers, the GK teachers, even life skill teachers. Talk about these. By the way, the red panda is the state animal of Sikkim. So I went to one of the beautiful. It's absolutely mesmerizing. This entire region, Kalimpong, Sikkim, Darjeeling, not so much, but Kalimpong and Sikkim, absolutely mesmerizing. And I realized I learned something new. Every state in India have a state animal. So, quick question to all of you. All of you living here in Maharashtra, what's the state animal of Maharashtra? Let me undo my screen and then speak to you. Interesting, isn't it? Tiger? Okay. Interesting. Which is not true. I know I like the Dargoba sanctuary, but not true.
The cow.
The cow. Okay.
Sir, do we have a national animal of Maharashtra?
We have a state animal of Maharashtra. Aparna ma'am says goat. Shruti ma'am, you are right. That's a squirrel. Interesting, isn't it? I hope I love the way. Yes, yeah, and trust me, we didn't know that, isn't it? So don't worry, I'll Google it for you. And I've just Googled the pictures for you. It's a giant squirrel. This is the state animal of Maharashtra. And isn't it beautiful? What's the color? Look at this. I did a class with the kids. It's like, I'm so sorry, I'm a colorblind person. It looks like violet. Shazia ma'am will teach me all the colors now. Is it violet
It
or
looks like
maroon?
a bear, sir. From far, it looks like a bear.
No. This is where that is why you should go more often to trekkings with your team members, right? You should also climb mountains, Christina ma'am. Okay, right. Okay, Yoshiko ma'am is there. What's the state animal of Goa? Interesting, isn't it? Come on, guess it. We'll do only two. Don't worry. I can do Gujarat.
So I just Googled it just now because I had a doubt you would ask me.
Yeah, so what is it?
Oh, Yoshika
I
Mama
don't
is
know if I'm
clever.
pronouncing it right. It's Gaur. Like it's like
a
a bison.
Yes,
Gaur,
yes,
yeah.
Yoshiko ma'am, absolutely. And I was so amused. I wanted to do state animal for everything. What is it for Kerala? Come on, you can guess it. What's for Kerala? I'm sure we have got Malayalis in our team,
Elephant.
right? Elephant, right?
Elephant.
Yes, this is, I took my kids to Guruvanvur. It's one of the majestic, Kerala has this temple where they have elephant runs. There were 200 elephants, and I've never seen a cluster of elephants like that. It's amazing. Why am I asking you, and what am I doing with it? For what I'm doing, wasting your time here, is make your classes interactive and personal. You don't have to follow a script. Talk about the experiences. You went and did something, that's an experience. You did not do something, tell people why did you not do paragliding, right? You need to do that also, Fatima ma'am. And talk about your fears of heights and bungee jumping and the foodies in you. What I want you to do is make your classes an extra personal one. Because sometimes we realize that we are too rigid in our education system, isn't it? In fact, and now I come to the real conversations with regards to exams and what we do. In fact, one of the recent studies show that the uniform had no positive effect on a child. And all my years I wore a uniform to school. My still Kendra Vidyalaya uniform, blue and dark blue trousers. But it was fun as long as we had it. But sometimes you need to understand the modern world. And what I'm talking about the modern world is understand that change is imminent. We as teachers, how many of us thought 2 years back that we'll be sitting on a laptop and taking classes? And you are a full-time teachers of Golden Sparrow. Please, never ever tell yourself that, oh, I'm doing a part-time work. I'll go to school one day. This is one day. My team, this is If you love it, this is the future of education. And you know, Ronnie Screwwala, he started a school called 21K School. It's an online school in India. If you read about 21K, I met Ronnie Screwwala 2 years back before the pandemic. And he's someone who's made Dil Chahta Hai, and you know, he's an amazing producer. I'm happy that somebody like him has come into this education because it will only help us grow. You and I are also creating awareness and running a school. Now, someone else will help us do the awareness, and someone else will talk about. So, we are working on those areas. So, my point to you, the first point was make your education very interactive. Small tidbits, small trivias. So, you know, your mobile fell down and you're frustrated, talk to your children about it. It is important they know the real part of you. Number one. Number two, exams have to be a mixture of tough and easy. We had a very lovely tough exam midterm, good enough. Now your next exam, you can do in any format you want. I'm not sticking to Google Forms only. So if Anubha ma'am decides to do Google Forms, fantastic. If Fatima ma'am decides to do an oral one, good enough. If Prerna ma'am decides to written one, allowed. Sukanya ma'am, all of you are allowed to do how you do. But this exam in January has to be one of the easiest and relaxed exams. Team, I'm not asking you to pay the marks from your pockets, right? So please be generous in giving marks. Nobody says, I would love to see a class 2, which has all of them scoring 100 out of 100. Don't worry, I will not panic. I'll not be worried. I'll be happy that you did something different. How many of us have done the routine, mundane things, and we never even bothered about what marks we got? Kids don't know what they got in December. True? Right? So remember, what I'm asking you to do is your next exam that is coming up, which is from 17th of Jan, has to be the most fun exam you can have. Ask me, don't worry, right? You can bother me like some of you do, right? Yoshiko ma'am, you can speak to us for half an hour. Yes, you don't have to worry.
Yes,
You can
for
talk
sure.
to us.
I
each
did
one
that
of us.
earlier, I think, sir. I used to do that last
You
year.
are well, Nargis ma'am, you're still welcome. If you think that I'm busy, you
Yes.
can send a voice note to me. Shazia ma'am is
Understand.
around. Shabana ma'am is there. Shruti ma'am is, you know,
Yes.
your senior teams also. Talk to each other also, right? Ever. But the idea is, of course, the Lincolns are the only ones, that poor Lincolns, they are
So
more like,
one
you know,
question, can we have
yes.
a mixed, like out of the 25 marks, 10 for orals and 15 writing for the Curie, and is that possible?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, because they
What
have memorized the rhymes and they are so
they have,
excited to speak. Yes, they have
just
learned it.
remember,
They are
just
writing
remember,
the words. They want a written exam also now. They are so excited. They want to
I'll be
write
happy.
answers.
Good.
But yes,
What I want you to remember, Nargis ma'am, and the other ones will do for younger ones also, make sure that your exams are very time bound. Usually what happens is, when I tell a child to say a rhyme, others are getting seriously bored. Don't do that. Plan it in a way that you have a minute for a child and others are not getting bored. Tell them that this is what we'll finish in. Don't extend it. Because see, these are what makes us Golden Sparrow better. We keep thinking about our participants, our audience, our students. Number one. Number two, however you plan the exams, a mixture of oral, multiple choice question, long answers, diagrams, only pictures, reverse it. Sometimes you can say, okay, I'm going to show you a diagram, and all the labels, you have to just put the label. It's on the screen, just write the labels answer. So many things you can do. Make it fun, make it easy, but please make sure today is Friday. So next week, please make sure by Monday, everybody's syllabus is updated. Our parents have been asking,
Also,
so, you know, it's
sir,
one
sorry to
chapter.
interrupt.
Yes.
So you wanted us to take exam for life skills and public speaking, which you'll confirm today, right?
I want
Yes,
to
sir.
take, yes. So see, when it's life skill,
That will
you
be
can
oral,
ask them.
right, sir?
It would be oral. Life skill could
Oral.
be a multiple choice question, Nargis ma'am. It could be a Google form one. Public speaking, ask them to record a 1 minute audio and send it in the WhatsApp group itself. Simple as that. It's okay. Once in a while, we'll populate the WhatsApp
So
group
better,
or
can I
on the
take
Google
the public
Classroom.
speaking in the session? One
If
to
you
one,
can
ask them
manage
to
it,
dress up
yeah.
or
If you can
something. Yes,
manage
yes.
it in the class within the stipulated time, that's absolutely acceptable.
I'll be able
All
to
I
do
want
that.
is make sure that you have your same classes. The timetable has been shared by Christina ma'am. So follow the routine, and any question, don't hesitate to ask us. Right. So good enough. No, all your questions are very relevant. Aparna ma'am, I don't know, painting takes a long time. You may want to do a little different kind of a painting exam. They may pre-paint it and they can only explain to that in the classes, which is also possible. So they paint it before the exam and you give them a theme and they only come up and show the screen and they say, okay, this is what I've done. That's also
So
possible.
good idea this is. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, good idea.
I always give good ideas, Christina ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes.
And sir, one more thing which I have thought of for the elder classes, the older ones, that we will start a topic next week and we will continue the same in the assessment week. So they will complete it
Good
during
enough.
the assessment.
Perfect. I think that's a good idea. I think Kausar is also with you, Aparna ma'am. How about painting an object like a rock painting? Something you can, it's all upon you, how you challenge your students. But the core premise of what I'm asking you is, we are an online school, make online fun, right? So exams have to be simple and easy. And number two, your time, your syllabuses. So all the syllabuses we're asking is maybe one chapter or two chapters, not more than that. One or two chapters or whatever you do, right? I think you have a pre-primary meeting, so all of you can take it forward from there, even for them. So this is one aspect of it. Other than that, anything else I'm missing out on? Any other questions or suggestions you want to add to it?
So, as we have only uploaded the English portion, now shall I inform them that they have an exam for life skills and public speaking? This was on hold. I
Correct.
discussed
No,
with
Inform them.
Christina ma'am.
Today
Yes.
I'm sending them the
You're
timetable.
sending.
In the
Okay,
timetable,
Yes.
yeah, it's
So
guidance
can I?
is there for life skills.
So what is the syllabus for life skill, Nargis ma'am?
So the chapters are based on truth, honesty, self-respect.
Okay.
So actually, I am already taking a revision, asking them to give me one-line slogans for respect, for truth.
Okay.
Okay, 5 moral values which your family follows or which you are being taught by your parents. So I've completed the oral, but since you're saying to take a multiple choice, I need to discuss that with you, sir, maybe later.
Correct.
Or
So
shall I
what
take
basic-
an oral exam?
You can take an oral exam as well. I'm absolutely okay with it.
Okay.
You can also
Okay.
ask them to make a truth slogan, or you
This
can.
what
There's an
they are.
acronym.
I've showed them how to make a nice slogan, decorated, and and share it with me so that I'll
So-
give you some more marks. Yes, if you work on
Correct.
it.
Correct. So
Yes,
there
yes.
are those extra points, or even that could be a
Extra
special
points.
10 marks.
Yes.
Remember, I keep insisting that our students are a primary goal. We are not here to please the parents. Sometimes schools, they do the assessments and the exams because parents demand it. I know. We also did a rigor exam because parents thinking, kuch to nahi pad rahe bache. But at some point, you also want students to believe learning is fun. Even assessments can be interesting if you do it in the right way. Fine. Anyone else who will speak? Talat ma'am, Sabiha ma'am, you have any questions from your end? Okay, a lot of silence out there. So,
Sir,
yes,
yeah,
Talat
sir.
ma'am.
Actually, I'm not well. I got a very bad throat. Sir, I would directly communicate to Shazia ma'am.
Good
Whatever
enough,
is
right,
it.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
She
So-
would help
so-
me. Otherwise, I have my plans for the examination, sir. I have already made it. If you want, I'll discuss about it. Okay, sir. I have already made certain plans for mathematics and for science for my primary section. Okay, sir.
Okay.
I'll discuss about you
Fine,
regarding
fine.
the
No,
same.
take
Yeah.
care of your health. And as I said,
Yeah.
be relaxed on yourself and your students. Give marks graciously. Let them
Yeah, yeah.
enjoy. I don't mind if you think the exams are very tough and have an open book exam. This is just beginning of the year. We have a final exam coming up by the end of March. We are online until then. As a school, we are online continuously. I am beginning to start traveling now, do a lot of road shows, talk to parents, explain to them the virtue of our school, how we're doing differently. And what we'll do is we'll keep shaping our programs as we go ahead. I have one request from all of you. As you're creating your syllabuses, whatever you've completed so far, if you could spell it out, like type it out and WhatsApp it to me, I'll be very, very grateful. What I'm trying to do is tell the parents this is how much we've covered so far. So it's a message
So
to
like the same thing we are uploading, sir, no, on Google Classroom.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
Same thing if
I
you can
think
send me.
you don't
No,
need to.
Nargis ma'am, syllabus.
yes, yes.
This time
The
syllabus
syllabus.
is limited, no?
Correct.
This is the syllabus which you have uploaded, sir. Once from starting to end, what you have done till
Acha,
date.
from starting to
Yeah.
end.
So take your
Sir,
time.
what now they will get confused, sir.
No,
If you
no,
want
Nargis ma'am. It is not for
Yes.
the current parents. What happens is a lot
Okay.
of parents who are
Okay,
interested
for the
in Golden Sparrow
got you.
have asked me
got
what we've taught. So now let's say you've
All
taken
right.
class 1 and 2. Anubham has taken
Yes.
ICT, Shruti ma'am has taken science and maths. If you can just write down the topic names and say, look, grade 7, I did this topic. Grade 8, I did this topic. I will compose it in a format and I will put it on the website for the parents to know this is how and what we teach. It's very simple, but this is a task I would request all of you to do it over the weekend. Send it to Christina ma'am or copy me, either way, in whatever format is comfortable. It'll be very, very useful as I'm compiling everything. Yeah, Anubha ma'am, go ahead.
Sir, I've already given you a PPT where I've mentioned whatever the classes I'm taking and how much syllabus I have completed till now. So
This
do
would
you
be
want
all.
me to do it again?
No, no, don't do it again. If you could resend the PPT to Christina ma'am again, please. That's all.
Yes, yes.
Fine.
Please
Please
resend it.
do that. So I will be, there'll be one source to collect everything, and we'll compile it across. That's all from my end. Thank you so much for being here. We make sure that we just meet each other. So hello to each other. I wish you all a very, very blessed 2022. And
Like
let's
how
grow
you
together.
like to meet us here, the students are demanding, Nargis ma'am, आपको मिलना है हमको.
Tell them, yeah. Just ask them to give you tickets and you fly to all the places.
Especially Yasir, Mifra, all these children, they keep on, Ibrahim, ma'am, when will you come to my house? 10th floor is my house. They keep on telling me in all the sessions. You didn't come on this weekend.
I'm thinking of having a small party at the end of the year or a football field. And let's see if all of you in and around Mumbai can come over and meet us. And the students will be wonderful.
That would be a
Let's
kind,
plan it.
it will be nice. Yes, sir.
Yes, no, I think
the
we should
same
be.
complaint
Yes, no, but let's keep it.
No, I'm indirectly because I'm getting every day. I'm getting those responses from them.
Nargis ma'am,
We want
right
to
now,
meet you, Nargis
yes,
ma'am.
right now I don't want any student to meet you with all your, let's all first become healthy and then we keep safe first and then we meet everybody.
Yes,
Okay then.
inshallah.
Okay,
Right.
I would love to meet all the children.
Don't worry, we are
My
coming to
audience
Goa.
to meet all of them.
We all are coming down.
Okay, that would be amazing.
Right then. All right, everybody stay safe, take care, and all the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, 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 everyone.